it's about that time. I got some things that arrived in the mail, so I want to jump on this and get it done sooner than later. I know it's hot, summer's up, but went over to Ramjet in Phoenix off of Cave Creek and Cactus. So I got this right here, voltage regulator. That'd be great. And then this right here, Stator. Got that. Got all my washers, and check that out. Inner primary stops the chain from moving, so that way I can take my the clutch out. This right here I got from, there we go, got my T70 going on. And then from the house I got my 30 mil, and I think would be pretty good. But I want to give a shout out to Ramjet. They did an awesome job. They got everything ordered and did exactly what I needed. I didn't even know I needed this many gaskets, and they hooked me up. They steered me in the right direction. So just want to give a quick shout out to Ramjet for hooking me up on that. We're gonna go and get this thing started. Alright, here we go. I got the outer primary off. I got exposing the inner primary. Got the clutch assembly. And I got my T70 right there. And then I got to take this off, and I got my I think 30 mil back there. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this zip tie, and it is going to be my tensioner holder. So right now I'm going to try to wrap that through some way, somehow. I'm going to put some pressure on it, and then get some slack and get that thing tightened out, that we can take that off and get the chain off. All right. All right. I got my tensioner support right there. I'm gonna pull this thing out. I don't know how long my camera's gonna be lasting for, because I know it's hot. So I'll just keep on recording until the sun doesn't let me anymore. Good night. They ain't lying when they say the Stators are stank when you pull them. You pull the oil out. Oh my gosh. This is one stinky mess. Ain't no joke. There we go. Got my tensioner out. Got the bolts. Alright. So I'm going to clean off this area up here, draw some arrows, and that'll give me a good indication of how I need to put the chain back in when I do go to reinstall. That way I can keep the direction going the same, and keep those, what do you call it? Keep all those spokes in line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 arrows right here, here, and here, and I'll mark it out. So I apologize about the camera. What do you call it? It's hot out, so my camera is coming in and going out, and trying the best we can to make this work, but trying to keep you guys in loop while I do this. I'm a new rider. This is something I've never done this before. I'm completely clueless to, not clueless, but completely foreign to this repair. Never done it, and but we'll get it done. There's help on YouTube, and I give a shout out to those that help me out on information, and yeah, got the starter right there, flywheels, and I think that's the clutch hub. That's another thing that starts with C. I don't know. It comes off the T70, I know that. There's a lot of disc behind it, but I got a manual, so we'll look it up, see what disc goes where, and go from there. Alright guys, my GoPro's giving me problems, so switching over to the phone. I'll just keep you posted as I'm doing it. So I got this off right here, and kept everything together so I know where everything stacks, lines up. That goes on this goes on first, and that goes on top of that. I got my chain off right here, and getting ready to take the clutch out, and I'll start working on the inner primary. I know this right here, that's where the stator's right inside there. So right inside there. So I'm gonna take that off, check it out, and we'll dive into this together. I'll keep you posted as I go. All right. Here's that T70 bolt, and that goes right there. Keeps everything on, and that was a little scary. I had my T70 on it, and I had a, what do you call it, primary tool right here. That did a great job. I was really nervous because I had the breaker bar on it, and with the breaker bar, I've done it in the past where it hasn't been, or I put too much, and the bolt tweaks out on me, or this thing held up good. It started giving a little bit, and then I didn't know if it was the bolt or the T70, but that thing didn't budge. It was the bolt that actually started coming out, so I was really happy about that. Everything turned out good, so it was massive. All right, go back over here and take this off. Start working on that. All right, guys, made that trip to AutoZone, and what I realized is my breaker bar. I got the 1/2 inch right here, and I got the 3/4 right there. So didn't realize my 30mm socket had a 3/4 inch adapter on it. So not adapter, but 3/4 inch head. So we got an adapter. I'm gonna let it roll now. I think it's cool enough where the camera will stay on, but we'll see. We'll make it through. So had to make that trip to AutoZone. Got some bits, some adapters. The adapter we just talked about. This one's gonna go from let's see, a 1/2 to a 3/4. Right there. And then also got some blue lock. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, I got my stair climber right there. Not gonna go anywhere. Let's see what happens here. Let's make some room. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, but here we are doing righty loosey, lefty tighty. And how did I do this? There we go. Alright. Oh, nope. I did this backwards. I was supposed to do this without taking my chain off. The chain is supposed to come off first. But, hey, we live and learn, and we're improvising. But this should work. Ah, yes. Look at that. You know, some things just work. Could have worked a little better, though. Nice and easy. What I'm doing here, so you can get a close up, is my camera's giving me problems. Okay. Dude, I got that removal tool. I got it right in between there. Just makes a nice little wedge for it. So right there. What I'm doing is going like this, using the gears, loosening up, and it's making a nice little pocket for it. All right, so we got loosened up.
Don't let go. Chasing a dream.
I don't know what's gonna fall out of here. We'll see.
Don't
Thankfully the sun went down. Good night. It was hot already.
Chasing a dream.
Alright. This off my hand. Comes out. Slide this right out. Alright, here's the big reveal. Down there, down there. Slide this out. It's connected by magnets, so between the stator and this, okay. Okay, I don't know why that's not coming out. Okay. I think this is catching on it. So the inner, does the inner primary have to get removed?
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world gone bad.
I didn't have the right bit as a socket, but I had it as a bit for the impact wrench. Took a socket, a 1/4 inch, put the 1/4 inch in there, and it's working like a great base. And I'm gonna take this and let's see, that's 1/4 inch on both sides. So we'll do 1/4 inch, and this is going to connect to the extension. Now we got ourselves a homemade socket. Socket driver. Done. So that. Here, on the other side. Knew that was going to happen. Why did I not take care of this before? Alright, let's see. We got this. There was a bolt right back here. You can't really see it. It was connected to the starter. right back in, right back there. And I wasn't able to take off the inner primary without that, so I took that bolt off and we'll see what happens. All right. Show continue. Oh, is there another one? Good night. All right, guys, finally got it. I can take the battery out. That way I can get to the starter, take the bolts out. The starter has 2 bolts right here, and there's you don't want to lose these. These will go back in, and that one right there should be somewhere. I see this one, but the other one we gotta find. Let's see that, and then all right. So there we go. My GoPro died. That was a little more intense than I thought it was. I got the inner primary back on. I'm gonna pick this back up tomorrow. Got all the pieces over here. Outer primary, chain, old stator, old gaskets. Got new gaskets on there, and oh, it's good. What I had to do is I actually had to go back from the back behind, take the battery off, take the starter. There's 2 bolts right here and right here that you have to take the starter. You have to move that back up and release it. So I had to take the battery out in order to get to that back. And then yeah, I'm tired, so I'll call it a night. Pick it up tomorrow. And overall, I think I'm not happy on the progress because it took more than I anticipated, but I'm happy that things are going together expected, and yeah, we're looking good. All right, later. All right, guys, I got a mess going on around here. I got parts everywhere, I got tools everywhere, and this garage is a mess. Last night was kind of crazy, but gonna get back after it today, and I'll keep you posted as it progresses. I know it's a little hot right now, so I don't know how long the cameras will hold up, but we'll see what we can do, and keep you in loop as get this thing done. Tools over here, got parts over here, parts right here. Got the outer primary right there. Obviously I got to get my chain and all that back on, the compensator, the clutch hub, clutch assembly, and man, that little torque wrench right there, the torque adapter, Harbor Freight. It came in nice, came in clutch, so I was happy about that. Obviously today I'm going to work on getting this outer primary back together and just button this thing back up. Last night I was able to get inner primary back on, and got my stator taken care of. I got the outer wheel put on. I don't know what it's called, rotator wheel or something, but there are what hung me up, there are 2 bolts right back there for the starter, and you have to take those off in order to get to that. You have to take the battery out. You got to take the battery box out, and so I got a little late, but yeah, you know what? Pick up the pieces apparently. Yeah, pieces. They're everywhere, but we got a good system to it, and I think we can get this thing knocked out. Keep you in loop. All right, guys, this is what I got going on. I started by putting my clutch assembly in, and all I did was set it on the shaft there. I pushed it in, and then from there, what I did is I took my chain, I put it on the clutch assembly, and just kind of draped the chain over. And as you can see, my arrows are going in the same direction as when I started this thing, and that way they're going in the same direction. And then what I did then is I took my clutch assembly and I put it inside the chain, lifted it up, and then it was able to slide on the shaft for the clutch assembly once that was in there. And then before tightening everything down, all I did was just kind of pre-place the nut right here in the bolt, and then I added my my tensioner in. As you can see, I got my zip tie in place, and once I tighten down, the manual says that these are supposed to be anywhere in like the mid-20s. I think it was like 24 to 23 to 24. So I tightened those down. I do have a manual, so I'm kind of walking through that process as well. But I'm going off of memory, anywhere between like the mid-20s. I think you have to reference to your manual for the torque specs. But put some blue thread locker on it. I tighten that down, and then what it does is it says to tighten this one down, the compensator clutch to the compensator bolt to 100 foot-pounds, and then switch over to the clutch assembly and tighten that down to 80 foot-pounds. Once that's in play, then you go back over here and you tighten this down to 175 foot-pounds, and that tightened everything up. But what was nice was I had the zip tie in play, and as I was tightening down the clutch assembly, the chain kind of rotated this way, and what it did is it was so tight that it just slipped, that it actually just took my zip tie and just kind of moved it out of place. So that was exactly what I was on. I was actually worried about how to get that out. You know, I was gonna have to cut it and like pull it out, but I just left it in play, put everything, and then kind of as I was tightening it down, the chain pushed the zip tie down, and that allowed this to tighten up. So that's the progress that I'm at now. I think the next, I'll refer to the manual, but I think the next thing I gotta do is outer primary. I'm not mistaken. Oh, nope. I gotta put this in. This right here, it goes in there, and then snap ring goes in there. I'll tighten that down, and from there I think I got my outer to go in. So I'll just make sure I check everything over and keep you in loop as progress continues. Okay, wanted to show you before I put the outer primary on. I got my clutch assembly finished out here. I don't know what this piece is called, but that got put back in, and then that snap ring got put back in, and then I took the zip tie off of there, and then my gasket goes on, and it's held in place by this and that, and then I'll put some little bead of oil around it, just kind of give it a little bit of moisture. Then I'll put my outer primary on, and I think we'll get ready to fill it up. All right, guys, got the outer primary on, and went around, tightened with all the bolts. There is a tightening pattern on the manual. That's what I got right there. And these 4 bolts over here, they're the longer bolts. Same torque pattern, same or torque tightness, same torque pattern. They obviously they're just longer. Let's see. Outside of that, the only thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to throw this gasket on here and put the cover on. Well, I gotta put the oil in first, and then we'll go from there. So just keep me in loop. That's what I got. Here's what I did for my torque adapter. This is a 1/2-inch torque adapter. It does foot-pounds, it does inch-pounds. So in order to do the inch-pounds, obviously, you know, with the smaller, I just adapt it down, and run about 4 adapters deep. And this right here is a 3/4-inch socket with the 1/2-inch adapter, or 3/4 to a 1/2 inch. And then I got a 1/2 inch, 3/4 to what do you call it? 1/2 to 3/8, 3/8 to a 1/4, and then I got my socket there for the torque bit. So that's kind of where we're sitting, and we're just rolling. It's hot, guys. It's real hot. And this garage stinks. It is they in line. That starter goes out. It ranks. So all right, trying to get this thing done, wrapped up, go for a test drive. All right, guys. Got it finished up. Outer primary's on, pedals on, gear shifter's on. Tightened down to spec. I gotta throw the seat on. Look at this mess. It's all over the place. But save some money on it, and we're gonna turn it over. We're gonna see what happens. All right. It's in neutral. Let me make sure. All right. Run. Thanks for joining me on this. It's been a go. So I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit and take it on test. Throw the seat on, take it on test drive, and make sure I did everything right. So I'll keep you posted.